Once the servers calmed down, I've had an excellent experience. Tried playing for a few hours when it first launched and couldn't even make a character before disconnecting. But once I was able to play, and especially once the update came, I enjoyed the heck out of it. Wish I didn't need to sleep. Dialogue options actually affect what people say. Walking speed wasn't insanely slow. You have more than 3 options when customizing your starting character looks. There's more to the city than just Temtem. Minimap is really handy. Who doesn't love 2v2s? There's a great amount of strategizing. Everything has been smooth for me. It's also been a delight starting from zero knowledge and trying to learn everything. When the game officially comes out, it will be my life for at least that month. Since my wife left me and took the kids, I've been so lonely. The Temtem collectability and the pristine polish of the game makes me forget about my raging alcoholism and Karen leaving me and taking my only 2 pride and joys in life, my children. Karen, if you're reading this, please let me get custody over the kids. Even if it's just to see them every other weekend, I don't care. Find it in the bottom of your heart. Everyone is a transgender and forced to pick a pronoun. Great game. There are only 2 genders. They is not a gender. Sorry, but I am going to ask for a refund as this is not acceptable. All positive reviews are complete horsey. No one has been able to play this game since launch due to it being online only. Temtem is poop. You walk in a line and just do trainer battles. You don't even get to feel like you're exploring the world. All the trainers have the same gay lil monsters. The color of the grass makes me want to puke. And half the Temtem look like pigs, and the rest look like microorganisms. Steam says I play the game for 6 hours, but that's a lie. I have been waiting to get into the game for 6 hours. I haven't even played the damn game yet. Is the battle system improved? I honestly don't know yet. The game essentially just copies the stats from Pokemon, but adds a stamina bar. My worry was that it would turn the game into a Stalfist. That doesn't seem to be the case. It adds extra depth, but doesn't make things feel very different. Oftentimes you are just spamming attacks until the thing in front of you dies. AI in the game doesn't seem very good yet. If you are one of this game's developers, I want you to know something. Find out who made that decision. Find out who said, it's okay if we release this product to the public without the chat. Find out who that person is and take note. They are an imbecile. I don't care how nice they are. I don't care if they bring you coffee in the mornings. I don't care if they give you fellatio under the table after hours. Do not trust them to know what they're doing. Know that they are an idiot and plan accordingly. If you are that person, and for some reason you find yourself reading this, I want you to understand that you are not qualified for your position. I express doubt that you are qualified for this industry. Furthermore, I need you to understand that I am not simply bothered by this, nor am I simply upset. I am offended. This is an insult to a craft that I personally have a deep passion for. The chat is disabled. I'm going to say that again, slowly, because I need you to understand what I'm saying. In this MMO, you cannot chat with people. There is no chat box. There is no method through which to engage in text communication with other players. The feature is disabled intentionally, while the developers, and I quote, work on the final chat implementation. Better than Pokemon. 10 out of 10. The game is very good. I especially like the Dark Souls-esque gameplay. In the beginning it is very hard to find suitable gear. But once you find your first sword it gets a lot more fun. I am very fond of the story as well. I didn't think it would be possible to combine Star Wars with Pokemon, but Temtem did it. And they made it work. This whole time I was playing in the dark. And my game adjusted to it. Constant black screen. Great game. Let me in. Do you want to be a Pokemon train Temtem tamer? It took a long time to get a real opponent for Game Freak's beloved Pokemon series, but I think a worthy one has finally arrived. Temtem is a complex, multiplayer-based and unique attempt at the good old Pokemon-style game formula. It looks beautiful and plays smooth. Definitely worth a try for anyone who wants to catch 'em all. Press any key simulator. This is literally what Pokemon should have been. Thank you Crema for such a wonderful game. Well, it's an MMO, so obviously the launch sucked, but looking past a sucky launch, which I was expecting, but apparently people weren't, the game is extremely fun. It's basically Pokemon but better. First off, let me address the complaints. Most people are upset because they had to wait, maybe 10 minutes, to get into the game due to lines. This happens in every MMORPG launch, as the developers aren't expecting the massive load of players wanting to head on. This happens with every day one launch for a MMORPG, so for these impatient kids to review bomb the game just because they weren't able to get on in a millisecond, it's abusing the right to post an honest review. If your only issues are lag, long line to get into game, black screens, then you obviously don't realize the primary thing here. This is an early access game. In the end, I definitely recommend jumping in and giving it a shot. If you're still on the fence about Temtem, just look into it more, check out some streams, look through the online Tempedia, and see what people on Reddit are saying. If you end up playing, give me, boss, a wave if you see me.